All right, I just wanted to make a quick video about my bike maintenance tool setup. This is a minimalist tool setup. These are the tools I purchased about 12 years ago to actually build my bicycle that I currently use from ground up. And then periodically, every 2 or 3 years, I'll pull some of these out to maintain, repair, or replace parts on my bicycle. And that saves me a bunch of time and money. So starting on the left, I have a chain cleaner. You put solvent in here, run the chain through it, and it cleans the chain. Then I have a inner tube patch kit and some chain lube. And then between these two paint stirrers, I have the bicycle specific tools that I needed to purchase, specialty tools. And so here we have 3 tire levers. 2 is at minimum, and the third helps the job go by, or have a third as a spare in case one of the 3 break. And then I have a spoke wrench here. And this spoke wrench actually has all 3 sizes on it, 0, 1, and 2. And it gives me the ability in a very small compact tool to be able to tighten or loosen just about any spoke size I come across. And then there's a chain breaker. Then you see a chain whip. And this chain whip is to interface with the cog to allow you to tighten or loosen the rear cog with this specialty tool as well. This is the lock nut for the rear cog on the rear hub. And then here we have 2 different bottom bracket tools. So depending on the bicycle you have, you wouldn't need both of these. You would just need one of them. And so this is for Hollowtech, and this is for traditional square taper cartridge bottom brackets with the crank puller on the left, on the far left. And I still have bicycles that use that, so I have both tools. But in my main bicycle, I have Hollowtech, and so I have this would be for the Hollowtech, and I prefer the Hollowtech design anyhow. And then up there you see a piece of string. That's not a mistake. That's used to help break or undo the master link on the chain if the chain needs to be removed to be replaced or to be cleaned. And then off to the right of this paint stirrer are general tools that are needed to build and maintain a bicycle that are not specialty tools. So here we have a pedal wrench. The first one is actually a park tool pedal wrench with the size 13 and 15 millimeter. And then there's another combination wrench next to it with size 12 and 14. And then these are the only 3 Allen bolt sizes on my entire bicycle. And I designed my bicycle like that so I would only need to keep 3 different sizes, a 6 millimeter, a 5 millimeter, and a 4 millimeter Allen wrenches. And then a pair of pointy nose pliers to help pull cabling through, and as well as cut them to the appropriate size and crimp the ends with caps. And then here's a just general size 1 Phillips head screwdriver to adjust derailleurs front and rear. And then last but not least is a adjustable wrench, and this is a 10-inch size to interface with either the bottom bracket tool or the cog tool. And then I just have this Leatherman Wave because this has a set of pointy nose pliers in it, bits for the Allen wrenches, and it's just a very handy common tool, handy tool if you're going on a ride. However, this is kind of not unnecessary, but it's not a dedicated tool. So that's it. These are the small minimalist hand tools. I also wanted to point out none of these tools are ergonomic because I'm not a bike shop and they don't get used every day, and that was by design. I use them periodically to maintain my bicycle, so ergonomics aren't that important. But what is important is the cost was low, as well as the weight was low. So if I ever go out for an extended ride, I would only need to grab these Allen keys, a pedal wrench. I probably wouldn't take this bottom bracket. I would take this as well as the chain breaker. And so on an extended ride, this is the footprint I would be looking at, would be Allen keys. I would definitely probably have this. So I would exclude the pointy nose plier. I would include the pedal wrench. spoke tool, tire levers, and that would, and I guess the patch kit, of course. And so on a extended, and also, but see, I wouldn't take this because it has them in here. So this is probably what I would take on like an extended ride, and this would cover 90+% of what anything I would need to fix or repair in the field. And other than the bottom bracket failing, I would also take the chain tool. But other than the bottom bracket failing, I'm pretty much covered. And or the rear cog coming loose, but that rarely happens because it has a locking mechanism on there. And that's about it. Hopefully this helped, and take care.